is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Ross Reviews. Today we are checking out this 700 brake horsepower GTR, and I'm currently editing it right now. Yeah, I stuffed up. I forgot to do an intro. My bad, guys. We just ran out of time, but you are not going to want to miss this video. This is an absolute insane GTR and one of the best ones I've ever been in. Now, I'm going to just quickly plug my merch here again because we've got the Ross Review stickers. They're going live. The merch store is active right now. So if you want to support the channel, you want to support the F6 build, click the link in the description below. Grab yourself a sticker. So let's get into this GTR video. Alright, now driving this 2009 700 brake horsepower GTR. This thing is absolutely insane. These are one of my favorite cars of all time, and to see one that's being modified like this, pushing the power that it's got, with the sound, the exhaust system, man, this is just such a special car, such a clean car as well. This thing just looks so menacing driving out on the road. And my goodness, the sound this thing makes as well. It's just an animal. Now, this being a 2009, this is actually one of the first early model GTRs. So these things, when they first launched, they came out with 480 horsepower. Still had the same 3.8 liter twin turbo V6. This engine is still being used today in the new GTRs, though they have made a few little tweaks to push a little bit more horsepower. But it's such a testament to this car because they haven't really changed the platform in 10 years. This thing is still being made today pretty much how you see it. With some minor cosmetic and, minor tweaks here and there. This car is really starting to get old, but still keeps up with modern supercars. Now, just going over the mods on this GTR, it's actually pretty simple. Just basically in and out breathing mods. So we've got a cold air intake up the front, full exhaust system all the way through. It's also got upgraded brake rotors and pads, and running E85. So we've got E85 in here today. All the supporting mods for the E85 are in here also, and man, it makes a hell of a difference. Oh my God. This car, it is just like any attempt to put your foot on the right pedal, and it's just gone so quickly. The transmission is just so well built. It just drops down straight away. It knows exactly what gear to put you in, holds it out as long as you want it to. And the gears, this is a 6-speed dual clutch, and man, it's snappy. It's quick to change. Just feels so good, this gearbox. Its gearbox is just really the icing on the cake with this car. This is the whole reason this thing can get to some of the speeds it can get to. And again, that's not even to the floor, not even close to the floor. And my goodness, E85 just makes such a big difference. Now, just getting into the 5 questions here. We always start off with sound, so just going to give it a little bit of a pull here. And yeah, I pretty much had to back off right there because even just from 50% throttle right there, my goodness, the back end just lights up. And holy crap, you have to be on your game when you drive a car like this. And the sound bellowing out of this full exhaust system just sounds heavenly. This just sounds so good. It's all the senses are going when you actually put your foot into this car. It is just the noise, the G-forces, the sense of speed. It's just all there, and man, this thing sounds so nice. Now, practicality. Well, this car, for like, you know, a supercar, basically, this thing is a supercar. It's pretty good. You know, this, you can actually daily this thing if you wanted to. Now, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but for the hardcore people out there, you know, it can be done. The biggest thing is obviously these transmissions, they are quite clunky. They do make a lot of noises. You know, you basically do have racing brakes in this car as well, so they can be quite squeaky and noisy as well. But that's just how the car is. And, you know, if you can put up with some of these little annoyances and obviously afford the, you know, insurance and the fuel, the speeding fines, yeah, if you can afford all that, you know, this can easily be a daily car. And, you know, after all, this thing is a Nissan at the end of the day. Now, as for fuel economy, well, obviously this particular one, running E85, you don't even want to think about fuel economy. It's absolutely disgusting what the fuel economy is on E85, but you don't get a car like this to worry about the fuel. So, you know, well, there's petrol in the ground, we're going to use it. Now, price. Well, this car, brand new, back in 2009 here in Australia, you would have got one for about 160 grand. And that's sort of before any of the, you know, on roads and that. So this car, you know, it is an expensive car. You know, it's I always put it as kind of the attainable supercar, but it has, at least here in Australia, become quite expensive. Now, on the used market, you're probably going to be looking for a car that's a little bit older, around that $70,000 to $100,000 mark. And they're getting increasingly more expensive. You know, they really haven't dropped as much as I was thinking they would. But that's sort of because Nissan keeps selling this car and they don't really change it all that much. So every year these cars get a little bit more expensive from new, which actually helps the used market keep their values up as well. I just got to mention again, I just can't get over the looks of this car. It just, for 2009, Nissan coming out with this thing. A lot of people actually don't like the looks of this thing, but I absolutely love it. And, you know, just seeing this thing drive down the road, it just looks so good. And man, like the tint on this one, the color on it, the way this thing sits, it just looks bang on. The owner's done a tremendous job, and it's just a complete package, this car. Now, handling. Now, as you would expect, this car handles magnificently. You know, this is the car that broke Jeremy Clarkson's neck when he test drove it in Japan.
My neck's just gone.
You know, the thing will just hug the road so tightly. It's got so much grip. This particular one, though, obviously with the mods and everything, you really do have to be careful, as we've experienced before. This thing will slip out on you and you know, do a bit of wheel spin because it is just running that much power. But you know, these cars are just precision on a racetrack. There's just something so special to me about seeing a GTR spit flames. It's just one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed, and every time I see one, I just get hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Like, this car to me is just so special. It's seriously one of my dream cars, and yeah, seeing these cars and driving them, it's just, every time I sit in the seat, it never gets old. It really doesn't. Just easing on it again here. That's it. My God, like, you just never gets old, that feeling. Like, my goodness, you gotta have good brakes in this thing. Wow. Now, 0 to 100. I've actually swapped seats here. We've got the owner now next to me. This is Ollie. And I'm gonna get him to do the 0 to 100 just because this car is just pumping out some crazy horsepower, and it's just gonna be a lot safer if we get someone who's comfortable with the car to do it. So yeah, this thing is pushing like 700 brake horsepower, skids out all over the place. So this should be interesting. I think it's gonna be quite a challenge to get anywhere close to the claim time, but when you're ready, bro. Oh my goodness. That was just wheel spin everywhere, man. Jesus. Holy crap. I've been in a couple GTRs so far and never experienced anything like that yet. My goodness. That was wild. And now you've actually got this set up so that it's more biased in the rear.
Yeah.
So it's always kind of biased in the rear from factory, but this is even more so.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So that again just adds to the wheel spin there.
Should be. I might be able to do another one now that they're a little bit warmer.
Oh my goodness. That is just, that's a roller coaster. Man, this thing's a rocket ship. Like, not even close. I'm lost for words right there, man, because I've only just done the Black Edition GTR a few weeks ago, and this is just like on another level.
A bit different with it.
It's on another. I didn't think there was another level.
Just got to get it to stick.
That's unbelievable.
We can try another second gear one before we attract too much attention.
Yeah, that is. The noise as well of this thing. Let's have the windows down a bit here. Oh my God. And we got good brakes. Man, what do you even say to that? What do you even say to that? Holy shit. Now I'm gonna finish the video off here today. So a huge thanks to Ollie for actually allowing me to take out his 2009 GTR. You know, this thing is an absolute beast. Without a doubt, the fastest car I've ever had on the channel, without a doubt. Now, Ollie is actually posting this up for sale, so there's going to be a link in the description, so if you want to check that out, yeah, please click on the link in the description below. Now, again, I'm going to do a shout out to Ollie's business. Now, he actually owns a company called Westcar. He basically specializes in paint protection, you know, thus this car looking so good. You know, it's just a tribute to the work he does. So again, a link to his business is going to be in the description below. Yeah, please check him out. Give him a follow on Instagram. And yeah, thanks again, Ollie. So as always, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If so, please remember to hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And I'll see you on that next video.